The car is coming at you. You see it. And then something very strange happens. The world slows down. Not metaphorically. You watch the front of that car close the distance in something that feels less like real time and more like a film running at the wrong speed. Your thoughts sharpen. You notice things you would never normally catch. The exact color of the driver's jacket, a crack in the windshield, the way light moves through the glass. And then it's over. Less than 2 seconds. But in your memory, it plays back much longer. You've been told this is adrenaline, fear-scrambling perception. That explanation isn't false. But it stops short of the mechanism that actually matters, the one that connects that near miss to a system built not for roads and traffic lights, but for the lethal world your ancestors had to survive. The real story starts with a question that wasn't measured directly until 2007. Was time actually slowing down? Or was your brain doing something else? A neuroscientist named David Eagleman decided to find out. He built a device he called a perceptual chronometer, about the size of a deck of cards, designed to be strapped to your wrist. Its LED screen flashed numbers at a rate just beyond normal human perception. Under ordinary conditions, the numbers changed too fast to read. They appeared as a blur. Eagleman took his subjects to a SCAD tower, a structure built for controlled free fall, and strapped the chronometer to their wrists. Then he walked each person to the edge and dropped them 31 meters into a net below. The logic was simple. If fear genuinely accelerated the brain's processing speed, participants should finally be able to read those numbers during the fall. They couldn't. Not one subject. Their brains were not processing information any faster than normal. The slow-motion experience they all described was not happening in real time. But something else was. When Eagleman asked each participant to estimate how long their own fall had lasted, they placed it at about 36% longer than it actually was. When they watched someone else fall, same duration, they estimated it accurately. Only their own terrifying fall felt extended. Time wasn't slowing during the fall. Time was expanding in memory. The brain wasn't perceiving more in the moment. It was recording more afterward. And that is a different thing entirely. Near the center of your brain sit two small clusters of neurons called the amygdala. Their function is narrow. Scan everything for threat. The moment they register danger, they activate a cascade that spreads through your body in seconds. Adrenaline enters the bloodstream. Cortisol sharpens focus. Your heart rate climbs. And then something most explanations skip entirely. Norepinephrine floods specific circuits in the brain. The neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux, through decades of research at New York University, showed that norepinephrine is central to how fear experiences convert into durable memories. It acts on the hippocampus, the brain structure most responsible for turning short-term experience into long-term memory. Under a genuine threat, the hippocampus does something it almost never does in ordinary life. It records at full capacity. The way you'd record something your survival might depend on understanding, not the way you record a Tuesday afternoon. In normal conditions, your brain filters aggressively. The vast majority of sensory input reaching your eyes and ears each second gets discarded before it reaches conscious awareness. But the moment your amygdala fires, that filter partially lifts. Details that would have been thrown out are now kept. The specific angle of the car, the quality of the sound, the texture of the moment. Your brain is not slowing time. It is filling time more densely than it almost ever allows itself to. When you replay the memory, all those details are there. That density is what your mind reads as extended duration. More content means more perceived time. William James recognized this in 1890, noting that moments packed with vivid and distinct impressions feel longer in retrospect than moments of equal length that passed without leaving a trace. Now ask why a brain would be built this way. Your ancestors didn't face cars. They faced a world where threats came from the undergrowth, from the dark, from other people who wanted what they had. An attack might last 3 seconds. But if your brain was recording at full capacity during those 3 seconds, you might capture the sound that preceded the strike, the direction it came from, the movement pattern that signaled danger was about to arrive. Details that, stored at that resolution, could save your life the next time. The brain that stored more from those seconds survived differently. The advantage was entirely retrospective. Each dangerous encounter encoded a sharper model of what threat looks and sounds like. Multiply that across a lifetime of near misses, and the result is an increasingly calibrated threat system built from compressed lessons stored at a resolution. Ordinary memory never reaches. The people whose brains treated danger as worth documenting survived their environments better. Their descendants carried the same architecture. You are here because of that. There is a cost to this design. The same mechanism that expands a near-death moment in memory is what makes some traumatic experiences unusually resistant to fading. A memory recorded with norepinephrine fully active doesn't age the way ordinary memories do. It stays near the surface. It stays detailed. Because the brain classified it as survival-critical information that should remain accessible. Post-traumatic stress is partly this system working exactly as designed, treating an event so significant that the recording never closes. Every slow-motion moment you've lived through, your brain made a decision in milliseconds. It decided the event was too important to record loosely. It committed that moment to a level of memory that ordinary experience almost never receives. Fear does not distort reality. It resolves it. The car comes at you again. The world slows. And now you know exactly what that is. Your brain deciding this one is worth keeping, that this one matters.